Do you know what I like to do when I snag 2 rare cards? Do you know what I like to do when I'm just chilling? Do you know what I like to do on election day? Do you know what I like to do when there's a stock market rally? I like to go, yes! Do you know what I like to do after I get done taking a nap? I like to stretch out. Oh. And I like to look at some baseball cards. I got a dream card. It's gonna require 2 white gloves to show this baby. Okay, so, hey guys, do you know what I like to do on Saturdays? I like to look at some baseball cards. I have something so fantastic to share with you. I am so excited to get this. I want to show you guys some cards. I love you, baby. I love you so much. Oh, I forgot I'm recording. I like to look at some baseball cards. 1933 DeLong, Lou Gehrig. I'm shaking. I have here a 1921 exhibit card of Ty Cobb. Sometimes a card will just speak to me. I just like the way it looks. Let me show you this one. I just love the way it looks. This is a T206 Cy Young. I just think it's a dynamic looking card with fantastic registration. I have one fabulous card, one big card I want to show. It's a 1954 to 58 spick and span Hank Aaron. Hey guys, I got a dream card in. I have been wanting this card for a very long time. I gotta put on the symbolic white glove to show this one. This is a very special player. In 1960 or 61, Ty Cobb did an interview, and they asked him who the greatest hitter he ever saw was. And he said the greatest line hitter he had ever seen was Nap Lajoie, and the greatest power hitter he had ever seen was Babe Ruth. Nap Lajoie has the highest single season batting average in the modern era since 1900. He batted .426 one season. And I picked up his 1915 Cracker Jack card. And it's a beauty. This is a 1930 Type 1 press photo at the time of his salary dispute. Babe Ruth. It shows him in spring training. It's still one of the greatest cards of all time, and I'm so excited to get it. I had to put on my, what is it, velvet shirt to present this. Do you know what I like to do on Fridays? Put my white glove on. All right, you ready? Whew. This is a big one. 1967, Roger Maris, Yankees. I have here a 1936 Wide Pen Premium, Hank Greenberg. Do you know what I like to do the Monday before Thanksgiving? Do you believe in love at first sight? I don't know, do you ever have a car that just speaks to you? I fell in love at first sight with this one. This is a 1952 Burt Ross, Jackie Robinson. I got my first vintage ticket. I got this ticket from 1953. It's a doubleheader in which Jackie Robinson had 2 home runs. A card I have wanted for a long time, and I got a beautiful example of it. And that is the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar rookie card from 1969 Topps. And it is a beauty. 1913 Police Gazette supplement poster. These are not easy to find, and this is of one of the greatest baseball players to ever live. Shoeless Joe Jackson. These Wheaties are just beautiful. Here is a Lou Gehrig fielding. He also has one batting. The one batting is more readily available. You see a lot more of those than you do of this one. And I have here a 1932 U.S. Caramel, Tony Lazzeri. Wonderful, beautiful, 1952 Bowman red sheetings. I believe this is his first Calbee card, and it's a beauty. Do you know what I like to do on a Friday? After watching a Hawaii 5-0 marathon, complete sheet. And it has Minnie Minoso, Dick Groat, and Frank Malzone. And it's fabulous. Really sharp. All right, I want to send a shout out to my man Godlike Collectibles. He introduced me to this player, and I never knew about him. And it's Hiram Bithorn, who was the first Puerto Rican player. And this is a 1972 Puerto Rican League stamp. I want to send out a special thank you. I got a fabulous gift. Somebody went up to Sammy Thunder at a show and said, I have something for Mangini. He said he needed this, here you go. And what a generous gift. Now, I only know him as Tom from Milford, from what Sammy told me. Tom, I want to thank you so much. This is such a generous gift. Please reach out so I can thank you directly. But this is a Tony Lazzeri Diamond Stars. Now, got a rare card. This is an autographed copy. PSA has only graded 2 of this card, and I think this could be the only autographed copy of it. This is a rare set, 1949 Seal Test Philadelphia Phillies. It was a regional issue. Seal Test was a milk. It's actually the brand I used to drink growing up when I was a little kid. And these were stickers. Really rare regional set. And this is Del Ennis. And it's signed to Debbie. I have 3 new pickups I want to show you. These cards are so cool, I'm gonna have to pop my collar. All right, guys, I have a special one here. I have a super rare card to show you. I'm so excited to get it. If you watch my channel, you know I have what I call the quest, and that is where I'm trying to get at least one card from every vintage baseball card set. Now, I know that's a monumental task and I may never achieve it, but it sure is fun to try. Now, when I set out on my quest, this was one of the sets that I thought I may never acquire. So you can imagine how excited I am to get this set represented. This is a very old set, and it's a special player. I'm gonna have to put my white glove on for this one. All right, you ready? This is from 1887. It's a set many people have never heard of. It's called Kalamazoo Bats, and it's of Harry Stovey. He was also known as Harry Stowe. Kalamazoo Bats, they were made by a company in Philadelphia, and they were cigars. They were not from Michigan. Now, you know I like to collect athletes who have some significance in history, and Harry here achieves that goal too. He was really the Ohtani of the 1800s, in that he was a prolific home run hitter and stolen base artist. Led the league in both several times. Held the single season home run record with 14, which during that dead ball era back then was a monumental task. And he was the very first player in Major League Baseball history to amass 100 home runs. Kalamazoo Bats. I am so excited to add one of these to my collection. 1947 Tip Top Red. And this is a beauty. This is Preacher Rowe, and he's with my Pirates here. You know, he came up with the Cardinals his first year, then he went to the Pirates for a few years, and then he went to Brooklyn. Most people will know him with Brooklyn. Now, his rookie card is in 1949 Bowman, and this is 2 years earlier. Is this a rookie card? Ducky Medwick. And I picked up the Charlie Gehringer now. Work on this set a little at a time. They're pretty and expensive, and they're beautiful cards. Very thin cards. I got this fantastic fake jersey patch of Satchel Paige. Lou Gehrig. You know what I like to do when I'm all alone on a Monday night? Stan Musial. It's a nice example. Do you know what I like to do when I get a holiday gift in the mail? I like to look at some football cards this time. So I've been watching all these videos, and I keep seeing Brad 8671 sending people cards that they're showing these great cards, you know? He's just sending them out for the holiday, and I had totally forgotten that he reached out to me and asked me for my address. He said he wanted to send me something. Totally forgot about it. And I'm watching all these videos, kind of envious, and then I have a package show up. So what a pleasant surprise. I actually totally forgot about it. And wow, it's a special card he sent me. Now this is a 2003 Leaf certified Terry Bradshaw auto. Now, even though Terry Bradshaw is one of my favorite all-time players, I did not have an autographed card of his. So this is really extra special for me. you know what I like to do when Bitcoin hits $100,000 a coin? Do you know what I like to do before I take my lovely wife out on a date? This card is so hard to find perfectly centered like this. 1951 Ted Williams. Just a beautiful card. There's no creases, nothing on this. I don't know what they're seeing under a loupe, but a beautiful example of this card. Look how clean that is. This is just an amazing looking card. This is the 1909 Philadelphia Caramel, Harry Krause. How cool is that? This is what the Philadelphia Caramels look like on the back. I just love the old E-cards. They are little works of art. Got this 1952 Burt Ross, Gil McDougall. Did not have a Hank Aaron stamp, so I picked one up. And I have to say that PSA does an amazing job with their new holders for these. I mean, look at that thing. It's in there nice and securely, and it presents beautifully. First, I had shown you guys these photo fun cards. This is the package, but these were self-developing cards that came with little frames. And I had mentioned that I was getting 2 more. And this is a rare set. So I got the Pepper Martin. And the Billy Herman. He doesn't have a whole lot of cards, so I like to grab him when I can. Warren Spahn. This is just beautiful, this card. Stan Musial. First, I have a 1960 Willie McCovey All-Star. And this is a rookie card that you don't hear a lot about. You hear about his regular rookie card, but this is also in the set from his rookie card. It's a beauty. These can be tough to find centered. This one's pretty dead on. Man, I miss the old backs of cards, don't you? Here's a 1952 Bowman. I always called it Bauman growing up. And I know there's an expert on leaf cards who wrote a book, and he calls it Bauman too. Does anybody know the correct way to pronounce it? Monty Irvin. Such a fabulous card. Really great for that number they slapped on it. Look at that baby. Just some rounded corners. You guys always like to talk about that stuff. Man, I like my vintage to look vintage, don't you? The high vintage, I assume, has some Kurt's card kit on it. All right, this is a special card because it's from 1961. It's Roger Maris Bazooka. Do you know what I like to do on my mother's birthday? Do you know what I like to do when I'm stuck home dog sitting? Do you know what I like to do when the stock market takes a nosedive after the Fed cuts interest rates? Now the 2 I got in are the Hank Aaron and Willie Mays. Do you know what I like to do the day after Christmas? Now, they issued a second series of these, and they are super rare. I have been looking for some for around a decade. And so the Christmas miracle is some have surfaced, and I was able to snag 2 of them. And I'm so excited about it. I mean, I've been looking for these for like a decade. The first is Ralph Kiner. So the Series 2 were modern players. This is probably Ralph Kiner's rarest card. And the other one I found is Yogi Berra. It may be Yogi's rarest card. You just don't see these. You know what I like to do 2 days after Christmas? Here is a beautiful 1948 Phil Rizzuto rookie. Sam Snead. You don't see these every day. And Sam Snead, if you're a golf collector, doesn't have a whole lot of cards. And he's Samuel Jackson Snead. Look how young he was. You know, when I've seen film on him and pictures and everything, he's much older with the straw hat. So young in this picture. I already had this card too, but this thing is so dead nut centered. 1972. I think I let Double D Dylan influence me. He loves this card. Just beautiful. I upgraded this card. Mine has a little crack in it, so I got this one, 1972 Kellogg's, Roberto Clemente. I got this 1976 Coca-Cola Minor League card autograph by Jack Clark. So the year before his 77 rookie card. And it's really cool. And while I'm on that, I also got these. These are also minor league. This is a minor league set. Got these cards here. Valley National Bank. They're blank back, but that's Jack Clark. Got this 1929 cash-in to add to my set, and this is Red Ruffing. These are blank back if you don't know. Here is a Smokey the Bear, Dave Parker. I have a Mark Gastineau rookie. I guess there's a 30 for 30 episode about him. I haven't watched it yet though. 60 All-Star, Nellie Fox. These vintage cards have gotten so cheap. It's awesome. Got this Z-Nut of Eddie Joost. Seller practically gave me this. So cheap. Beautiful card. Picked up this Larry French. Didn't have a long career, but a good pitcher for my Pirates. Really nice example of the card. I got this Arnold Palmer postcard. And you know, he doesn't have very many vintage cards from when he was young. And these were given out, I guess, from 1960 to 69 at his different driving ranges. And this one, Chris from Missouri will love this. This one's from Strongsville, Ohio. You can see the stamp there. but a great postcard. 1960 to 69, I believe. What else do I have? A 1962 Don Mossy. Shout out to Scott. Here we have a 1967 Tribe Trumpers, Leon Wagner and Rocky Colavito. There's an embossed Carl Yastrzemski. Bobby Cox rookie card. A little bit of a tough card to find centered. Here's a 1940 play ball Dutch Leonard. Such a great looking card. I got this for next to nothing. Nobody wants old beat up cards with stupid, ugly numbers on them. Pick those up for nothing. Do you know what I like to do when I wake up on New Year's Eve? I like to look at some baseball cards. Hey, I got a special gift in the mail. Totally unexpected. My man, Eddie's Cardboard Chaos. He sent me this great card. Check that out. 'Tis the season to look at some baseball cards. So he has a note in here. John crossed out President Mangini. Not a baseball card, but something I thought you might like as the only other YouTuber who I have heard mention this future star. Have a great holiday season and see you in Chicago. Eddie. I have this. Thought I'd open it on air. Well, I guess this is a recording, it's not really on air. But in honor of Eddie, let me just say, hello, everybody! I have that down pretty good, Eddie. It's from watching all your videos. Oh, wow. Oh, man. This is awesome. In a Mag Pro with a personalized label, Coco Gauff. I do not have that one, and I do collect her. Oh, that's awesome. Wow, what a great label. I'll always remember who gave it to me. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate that. That's what I have for you. Thanks for hanging out with me.